Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming car parks in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespassing, you need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter, is it? Is that a criminal offence? See, it's funny because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
I can't deal. If an officer has committed an offence, I can't deal with that. It's not from my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up or our PSD.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to listen...
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it. She's followed me and accosted me after we've had that discussion in a public area.
This is a private car park.
Right? Yeah, for vehicles. I walked through a footpath that had no signage, nothing, saying no public access. It says no public right-of-way on the road sign for vehicles. A right-of-way applies to roads, not to pedestrian footpaths. There is a pedestrian footpath, no obstructions, no signage. This is a public area. Whether it's private or public property, it's a public area. There's a difference.
What do you want to do? What do you want to gain?
Be left alone.
Okay.
Who are you two? Sorry, you've come in and joined the conversation. Sorry? And what's your name and badge number?
89.
89?
Yeah.
DC, PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
I'm DC 424.
DC 424. And you're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying this is private property. This is a police car park.
Okay.
It's private property. So if you want to come back over there, by all means, we can go and try and sort out whatever your complaint is, but it's having it in our private property.
Okay.
We're not going to have that. So if you want to come over to the foyer, no problems at all. We can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property as well.
Yeah, but you can gain access.
I can gain access to this? We've just been...
We open in the middle of a confrontation that feels deceptively simple. A man filming, officers telling him to leave. But what unfolds next exposes something far more uncomfortable. This isn't just about a camera. It's about authority, accountability, and what happens when someone calmly refuses to accept vague commands without legal backing. On one side, we have police officers insisting this is private property, citing security concerns and trespass. On the other, an auditor who knows the law well enough to ask the one question that changes everything. Asterisk, what law am I actually breaking as this standoff escalates? We'll see officers contradict themselves, lean on buzzwords like security, and struggle to articulate their powers, while the auditor stays measured, articulate.
Because it's a secure, and it could be, you could pose a security...
Well, it's not secure, is it? If I've just managed to walk in here, it's not secure, is it?
All right.
You say secure, but it's not.
What's your purpose for being on this car park? Because our concern is...
I'm making a video.
It's a security breach that we're concerned about. So we're happy to talk to you, but while you're here, we've got concerns about security breaches.
Okay. Do you have a warrant card or an ID card or something? You've given a call number.
I've told you my call number.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
424.
Yeah. But
Okay?
your plane's closed, so I just want to see your warrant card as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say. But
No, because you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car park.
Okay. So I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Over here, please, because we're not.
If a police, so you're a DC, so you're a ranking officer.
No, we're all the same rank.
You just said DC.
Yeah.
That's detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police
No, it's
constable? Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk. Then don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant. No, she's blocking the road. She's able to move her vehicle. You've got two other officers. Nice friendly police escort. Ooh, somebody's getting paid a lot of money, got a nice Porsche. Yeah, so the vehicle needs a bit of renovating on the front bumper there. Yeah,
Can you move away from the marked vehicle, please?
quite. Just so you know, guys, this is how far away I am. I'm not like anywhere near touching it. Yeah, so these ones are kept quite clean and tidy. Can't really see much, I just get a reflection, but there we go.
This is where the word gets deployed like a trump card, and it's a classic move. The problem? In UK law, trespass is civil, not criminal ***. That means it doesn't automatically give police the power to detain, demand details, or force someone to leave under threat of arrest. The auditor knows this, which is why he immediately asks the follow-up question most people never do. Is that a criminal offense? Watch the officers carefully here. There's no statute quoted, no specific power referenced, just repetition. This is often where authority relies on compliance rather than law. And notice the imbalance. When the auditor reports alleged officer misconduct minutes earlier, it's suddenly not their level. Yet dealing with him filming becomes urgent enough to intervene immediately. That contradiction isn't lost on the viewer, and it's exactly what fuels the tension.
You can't walk, it's got a sign to say it's gated for a reason.
Okay. So you see the no entry signs and that one. Like I said, private property, no public right of way. As we discussed, what right of way is not public access. A right of way is relevant to roads. That's what a right of way is. A public right of way is a public road that people can access with a vehicle.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm not in a vehicle. I'm not in a vehicle. If it's secure, right? So as you can see there.
I'm not going through it all with you.
Well,
You're going to try and do the whole. Oh, I know this legislation. I know that. I'm not really that fussed. I've just asked you to leave politely.
And I've declined. Yeah. Cool.
I just don't really see the point in you being here. Like I don't know.
Well, I don't see the point in you being here either. But there we go.
Right, this is my job.
This is my job. I'm at work.
It's my working place.
Yeah, it's my place. This is my place of work right now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Are you a police officer?
No.
Okay, so what are you doing in a police officer car park?
Working.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is a good place of work.
So we've got another PC.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible, the most sensible person so far. You're a sergeant?
Yeah, I am. For my
Thank you, finally. Right, okay. Well, we'll move away from the PCs. Cause
Are we already standing over there so the cars can move around?
oh, well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here, it's fine. We've got plenty of room.
It's actually really standing
We've got plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs, to be honest. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is there's operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed this
many. Conversation with you, but can we just do it there?
I've managed this many years.
I'll tell you what. After we finish talking, you want to stand back here for a second? We can. But can we just talk over there?
I'll tell you what.
Now we enter the legal gray zone that trips up so many confrontations like this: private property versus public area. The auditor isn't denying the land may be privately owned. Instead, he's making a far more precise argument. If there's no signage restricting pedestrian access, no barriers, and no controlled entry point, then the space functions as a publicly accessible area. That distinction matters enormously. He also dismantles the no public right-of-way argument by explaining something many officers gloss over. Rights-of-way apply to roads, primarily for vehicles, not necessarily pedestrian footpath.
Parked on the roundabout.
Right.
On the double yellows.
Yeah.
Engine on, idling,
Okay.
on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite bluntly. I say, "Afternoon. Is there a reason you're parked on double yellows with your engine on your mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He says, "I'm doing work. I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you on the phone to emergency services?
Yeah.
Are you paying at a drive-through?"
Okay.
No, he just rolls his window up.
Right. Okay. So you're saying you've seen an officer there? They've been sat there.
Yep.
Idling it, right?
Yeah. So idling's an offence.
Yeah.
Idling your vehicle. Being on your phone with the engine on, unless you're on the phone to 999,
Yeah.
or paying at a drive-through. Those are the exceptions to the new legislation.
Yeah.
Both offences.
Yeah.
And obviously parked on double yellows.
So did you introduce yourself?
I didn't know, and I'm not. No.
What name would you like me to refer to you as? You don't have to give me a name at all, but
You can call me Sir or Power. You can call me Power. Yeah.
Power?
Yeah. Let's go with Power. Yeah.
I'll go with Sir because Power just.
I didn't think you'd like it. That's why I said it. That's why I gave it as an option. I didn't think you would.
Mr. Power. Does that sound right to you?
Mr. Power. That'd
Go
be
with Mr.
good.
Power.
No, my ego's not that big. Don't worry.
Well, you've got yourself Power. You can have a little one. Right, okay. Basically, mate, you are absolutely entitled to film any vehicles you want around here.
Yep.
Not a problem. If officers want to speak to officers, that's not an issue.
Yep.
The other thing I'd say is this area
Yep.
of the car is a private car park.
It is.
Work.
Yep.
So if you wanted to literally step on that pavement there and film my officers, film the cars,
Yeah.
there's not an issue
Okay.
whatsoever.
So
I completely
yeah, that's fine. I
respect your
appreciate
right
that.
to do
I appreciate
not a
that.
problem.
So the discussion I was trying to have with them, or trying to tell them, right? So they're saying it's secure, it's restricted, you got the gates and all of that. I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right of way. A right of way is a public road, right? It's not a public pavement. A right of way is a.
This is a private.
Yes,
premises.
okay, but I'm getting to that bit. Okay, bear with me. So yes, it's private, but in a private. All right. So yes, it is private property. Until I was asked to leave. It's publicly accessible. It's still public area. It's still a public area. It's still publicly accessible. The only thing is, you have the right to repeal that implied right of access.
Yes, and you know what? Don't disagree with anything you've just said there, Mr. Power. Not a problem. I agree the signage should be better here. But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Well done.
To do that, yes. It's not my first time on the rodeo. I know what you can and can't do. I've got an absolute issue. Anything you've described so far, I don't have a problem with. In terms of the officer, and if you've had an issue, if you filmed something, if you do want to make a complaint about that...
I don't want to go through online. I was told a sergeant could deal with it. I've got his collar number, I've got his name. I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, then you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there. But in terms of... You've raised a few things, haven't you? So right now, that implied consent of a sign is removed. So are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk?
No, I'm still going to stay here.
Okay, but what... I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I appreciate that, and that's why I'm not being as belligerent with you, but I am going to stand firm on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
But I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed. Because I agree, it isn't enough signage so can you help me understand that rationale? Because
at the end of the day, they were... not a gentleman, I've not met him yet, but the ladies were so belligerent about it, and the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here, and absolutely was doing something wrong, especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her, was not interested, not her business, because she's a response officer. But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that. So, you see what I mean? That seems like favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line, and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to. But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this, apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with that.
What I can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse.
It's not even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke. You know exactly...
Security concern. Two words that get used constantly, and often uncritically. But here's the problem the auditor points out brilliantly. If this area is genuinely secure, why was he able to walk in unchallenged, without bypassing a barrier, keypad, or warning sign? Security isn't a feeling, it's a system. And systems leave evidence. This is where the officer's logic starts collapsing under its own weight. They're saying the act of filming creates a security breach, yet the physical environment tells a different story. No gates stopping pedestrians. No clear notices.